Hey guys, it's Roth, and you are jealous because I am standing here with Danny Pudi, Ken Jeong, and Jim Rash of Community. And guess what? The crowd is going insane outside right now.
Yeah, I did hear that.
They love you guys. I love you guys too.
They just want us to take our shirts off and stuff.
Which we will comply in a second. Let's warm us up.
I'm hoping everybody's going to get naked by the end of this interview. That is the plan as it stands at this moment.
Whenever I go on a balcony, my first thought is, when do the clothes come off?
So let's talk about the most obvious question. What was your response when you heard that Dan Harmon was coming back?
Just excitement, I guess. You know,
for us, it's our 5th season, so for us, we've been around, and there's been a lot of changes in our show, but it's incredible to have the creator and the person who started this whole story, who gave us this job.
I mean, this is the brain that brought us the probably for me one of my favorite jobs I've had. You know, and he's the only one who can really tell this story. If this is the last chapter,
it's unprecedented for a showrunner to be brought back in this fashion. And to me, I was just so like they said, I was just so excited because this is his baby, and it's just. I think just pure excitement is what the cast is feeling.
I know that he started to sort of break story and write scripts. Have you guys talked to him about where your characters are going to go or where the stories are going to go for the upcoming season?
No, I think this is the most in the dark I've ever been. And if I'm in the dark, well, no, I'm probably the last to know anyway. But
I literally today or tomorrow will be the first time I've seen Dan.
Yeah.
So I think our panel will.
Yeah.
And the thing with Dan, I mean, I almost deliberately, I don't want to know what's going on because I mean, number one, TV's fluid and everything can change on a dime. So it's good it's actually good to go with the flow on a lot of things on the show because and at the end of the day, you're going to get these gem of a scripts that are just incredibly wonderful to read. We've just been spoiled in having the best scripts week in, week out by Dan Harmon. There's never been a script of Dan's I didn't like. It's
sort of that's been the special thing about this show for me. I am so surprised by every script and every episode, and I love that surprise and genuine surprise that we feel. And I think that's why the fans really like our show because there is every week is a different episode. And you don't really know what you're going to get, and so. That's Dan Harmon, and that's why we're kind of excited. I almost don't want to know anything because I like reading it for the first time, being like, that's where Abed's going this week. It's great.
Yeah. Well, Donald Glover is going to be on I think 5 episodes in total, is that what we understand? Mm-hmm. How do you think the group as a whole is going to deal with the loss and Abed in particular?
I don't know. I mean, one of the great things I think that Dan, in by design, this really was. Each chapter had another experience. It was freshman year and sophomore year. It was emotionally things were going on despite us doing Insanity. And so I think it's in the good hands. It's interesting to see a character leave and the impact he'll have, of course, on Abed, but all of us, because life does move on. But I just know that at the heart, it'll be about, that relationship will not exist, And so I think that's, we wish he'd be there. We're gonna miss Donald.
That's the thing. It's like we're a family, and for us, we really look forward to just hanging out on set. So,
we got nailed.
Someone threw something jelly at us.
People are throwing jelly beans.
Probably one of my fans. They just like to throw food.
Oh man,
it's one of my fans.
I get hit by jelly worms all the time.
They throw stuff at me.
We got hit by a gummy.
You just got to get an emotional callus to that.
It's
fine. I get thrown stuff to me all the time.
Yeah.
Red gummy?
Only at Comic-Con.
So it's like a tomato. It's like a quirky tomato.
Yeah, almost like a rubber bullet in a way.
That is the first time I personally have been nailed with a jelly.
I get stuff like that thrown to me all the time. It's fine.
Oh,
I get over it.
This is
I think so.
Where
was going?
Where did it land?
Exactly.
I think it landed off you.
Right.
Who was the target? Who was that target?
I don't know. I think they were like. I think they were just. I just got nailed.
You got another. There's a green one.
Okay, we're gonna move on.
You better hurry. You better speed through this. Speed through.
Now come on.
I want one in my ear. Yeah. Gummies.
This is just great. Okay.
So we need to say.
Let's talk about this.
Syndication. What? There's more.
Wow.
We're gonna be September 16th, 5 nights a week.
And Comedy Central September 20th,
Yep.
5 nights a week. It's amazing. I mean, the community is the gift that keeps on giving. We're just so grateful to be a part of this. So.
And for fans who haven't seen our show from the beginning, now they get a chance to see it.
Yeah.
And
It
it's a good way to rewatch the show because there's a lot of hidden gems.
I can't wait to rewatch. I mean, it'd be so surreal to watch us in syndication. Come on, that's amazing. It's so great.
Let me ask you really quickly. So how do you think the dean is going to respond to Jeff no longer being a student? What's he going to do to bring him back into the fold?
No, I mean, that's the part of being in the dark about this, about like how Jeff will factor into the school. And I'm sure they have an amazing idea. I think the dean, I don't know, maybe he'll be in really big, deep depression when we first come back to Greendale. I have no idea.
I mean, what I love about Dan is he has a reputation for thinking like you're kept out of the loop, but he can say something to you in one sentence that will, like, other showrunners would never tell an actor. Like, I remember for season 3, Dan Harmon came up to me like a couple months before. Yeah, you'll be Kim Jong-il, rise and fall, and we'll see what the aftermath is. I mean, he mapped out the whole season in like 2 words. Like 2 months before the season, and he stayed course with that. It was amazing, yeah. So he's great about that.
One final question: do you think that Chang will be a part of the group now that Pierce is gone?
I hope not. I think Chang is like the Charlie, not even a Charlie Brown. That's too likable. But I think Chang is like a fungus that no one wants, and I hope that it continues to stay that way.
I like Chang as a wild card too.
Yeah, I do. I really do like
events,
it.
Eating ice cream.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much. Listen, I've been doing interviews all week long out here. I have never seen this response.
That's right. You never had jelly stuff thrown at you. Thank you.
It was 3.
Comic-Con!
The show is really beloved. I love it. We love you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Keep it locked to IGN.
Community. Thank you guys. We appreciate it.
Yay.